All right. The Grammys are in 2 days. Now, me personally, super excited about it. I love the Grammys. I love this time of year. Love when it comes around. I know there's a lot of politics and hootenanny and kissing babies and shaking hands and showing up and you get to win the big prize. And I get all that. I know all that's part of the game and part of the process. And I guess I don't care right now. I don't know. I just love the Grammys, man. I just love seeing my favorite artists up there being celebrated, whether it's just being nominated, being on the carpet, performing, whatever it is. I love seeing it. I love seeing the best people in this craft, the craft that I love, just out there being celebrated, being represented. Maybe not in the most proper way, or like I said, with the politics behind it. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. I love the Grammys. So we're gonna talk about the Grammys. Now, I guess we'll just start with the host, Trevor Noah. I only really know Trevor Noah from stand up comedy as well as his the Daily Show, his run on the Daily Show. I love Trevor Noah. I don't know what he's been doing. I'm not. I don't think the Daily Show exists. I don't think that. I don't know if he's on there. Or it's somebody else, or I don't know what he's doing. To be honest with you, no idea what he's doing now. Love Trevor Noah, and can't wait to see him. And can't wait to just, he's just a perspective. I think for me, I would just love to be here right now, with everything going on and, the political climate and the social climate of America right now. I think it'll just be a good, just breath of fresh air for, at least for me. I don't know about them. For me, I can't wait to see that. I also think, he is a very sensitive and empathetic man. So everything going on with the LA fires over there is, kind of disheartening and sad. But, the fact that the Grammys are still going on, I think it shows us a lot of just dedication and hard work. And it also, a lot of the money that is going to be, raised from the Grammys is going to be dedicated to helping out with the reliefs of the fire. So I love to hear that as well. Hopefully, they go through with their word on that type of stuff. But, love to hear that. Love to hear all of that, So shout out Trevor Noah for getting the gig and can't wait to see him up there. So we're just kind of just going to go down some of the categories that they got going on, and we'll just tell you what I think about it. So first thing we're going to do, I guess, is record of the year, song of the year, biggest song of the year, right? What was everybody playing? Now I'm looking here. First of all, first thing I'm seeing is Now and Then and the Beatles. I didn't even know the Beatles were, you know what I mean? We already starting off on the wrong foot. Like we love respect to the Beatles, respect to the Beatles. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? It's 2020. It's 2025, yo. And I didn't even know they had a song come out this year. Folks is, I just don't get that. So the Beatles Now and Then, cool. Beyonce, Texas Hold'em. Now, Beyonce, we already know. Beyonce, she's the one. We love Beyonce. Texas Hold'em, high contender to win. Won't be mad if she wins. Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso. I don't know nothing about Sabrina Carpenter. I've heard so much about her. She's a big name. If just following music, she's in the mix. So, hey, I guess she has a chance. Charlie XCX. I'm very shocked that she's even in the mix these days. She's been around for a very long time. She did a lot of songs with like Danny Brown, very emo, underground type thing going on. So it's very shocking that her and her album is kind of in the mix. Billie Eilish, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like Billie Eilish. I'm not a fan. Respect her. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. I don't want to be disrespectful. Kendrick Lamar, not like us. I mean, that's my pick. I just don't really see the Grammys just giving. He's calling a dude a pedophile on there. I don't know if it just. I don't. Is it breaking rules? Are we breaking rules with that? Are we breaking rules with that? You know what I mean? That's a lot. I don't really care about the lawsuit. That's not going to stop the Grammys and what they need to do. That's what I think should win. That's what I listen to the most. I don't know if I see it though. There's a lot of politics in this shit, man. You know what I mean? And that's a lot. That's a lot. Good Luck Babe by Chappell Rowan. Not sure who that is. Congratulations for being nominated. Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone's Fortnite. I have no interest in Taylor Swift and Post Malone winning that Grammy. I don't even know what Fortnite is. I don't like the game like that. I'm cool. Beyonce or Kendrick, that's who I'm rooting for. I see Beyonce winning it. I could see him doing some weird shit and giving the Beatles this for whatever reason. That's going to be. I guess things like that is why people don't like the Grammys, man. Like, why the fuck are the Beatles on this? The Beatles shouldn't. Beatles have nothing to. It's 2025. Like, half the people that passed away, they moved on. That time is over with. I didn't even know they dropped a song this year. I'm not understanding that. And why is there 8 songs being nominated? It's too much, man. And like throwing the Beatles in, I'm not understanding that, man. Like, you can't give it to the Beatles. Like Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter, Billie Eilish, Kendrick, Taylor Swift. 5. Charlie XCX. I could see Charlie doing the thing in there, getting up in there. Don't give it to the Beatles, Grammys. That's going to be crazy. Next up, Kendrick, Beyonce. That's where I'm at with it. Next up, we got Album of the Year. Okay. Now, obviously, you know, Beyonce is like the conversation, right? She's always a conversation in any room she's in, any award show. Anything Beyonce is involved in, she will be the conversation, right? Now, being nominated for the most Grammys of all time, tied with her husband, Jay-Z, she has never won Album of the Year, right? Now, this is the conversation every year. Like, you know, when she's not like before Leo never got his Oscar, this is where we at. Like, she needs her album of the year. She needs it. So Cowboy Carter is obviously nominated. You know, that's what I wanted to win. I love Beyonce. We all love Beyonce. Like, I'm not about this. We all love Beyonce. We ain't got to sit here and talk about how much we love Beyonce, right? I don't like. I don't see her winning in this category. I just don't see it. I'm trying to see it. I just don't. You know, with Billie Eilish in here, who's, you know, killing everything she's touching. At the end of the day, despite how I feel about her, she's killing everything she's touching. And she's been here for too long. It's, you know, it feels like it's her time. You know what I mean? I feel like it's Billie Eilish's time. It really does. We got the Chappelle Ronan, the rise of, I don't know who this is. Chappelle Ronan, the rise and fall of a Midwest princess. I don't know who this is, right? But Taylor Swift, Billie Eilish in there, Sabrina Carpenter in there. These are all names that, like, you know, if you're just involved in music, if you're just tapped in, like, these are names you just can't escape. These are all names, heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying? And I know we talk about Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? But she's never beat out Taylor Swift. Billie Eilish, she's up. Sabrina Carpenter, I mean, she been doing a thing for a minute. She's up. I love that Charlie XCX is in this. She's just been around for so long. She's been involved with some hip hop stuff. I just love seeing her in there with the brat, you know. Super happy for Charlie XCX on her success. Andre 3000's Flute album is in this category. Andre 3000's Flute album is in category for Album of the Year. Explain it to me. I need an explanation. I love 3 Stacks. I need an explanation. This doesn't make sense. And they better not give it to him. The Grammys better not give 3 Stacks Album of the Year with this Flute album. I don't want to be disrespectful. Andre 3000 is one of one. And congrats. You cannot be walking away with it over Beyonce. You see what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Andre 3000 is going to win Album of the Year before Beyonce does. I know he won it with Outkast, you know what I mean? That's Outkast, cool. But 3 Stacks playing the flute is better than a Beyonce project. Can't go for that. We can't have that. I'm happy he's in there, I guess. I need an explanation. So now we got Song of the Year, you know, Song of the Year, Record of the Year, all kind of the same stuff. You know what I mean? I don't really, you know, you start kind of getting into the discrepancies. I'm not understanding that. You already know where I'm at. Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar. Now we're going to do Best New Artist, right? Benson Boone, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Khruangbin, I don't know how to say that. Ray, Chappelle Ronan, Shabuzi, Teddy Swims, right? Now, I'm rocking with Doechii. That's obvious. I'm TDE over here all day. Love seeing her success. I need Doechii to win this one right here. This right here. This Doechii right here. We can get this. We can take this one home. That's who I'm rooting for. Shabuzi, I seen him perform at a football halftime show. I didn't really know who he was. I know he's a big deal. This Chappelle Ronan person. I mean, if everything adds up, if they're nominated for Record of the Year and Album of the Year, they're probably going to take that one home. Sabrina Carpenter as well is in that mix. I need Doechii to take this home. Doechii can take this home. Grammys, give it to Doechii. That's where I'm at with it. But, it was good. It's good seeing her up there. She had a heck of a year with that album. And it was also nominated for Best Rap Album of the Year. Hold on, I'm trying to find it real quick. And this is really where I wanted to kind of get into. Because the Grammys have, since the beginning of even introducing the rap hip hop category into the Grammys, which was in like 89, by the way. This is like, that's in 1989, they started to recognize hip hop as, a Grammy worthy category. Even then, they were missing the mark because they didn't want to televise it. Will Smith, DJ Jazzy Jeff, the winners of that album, and the nominees of that album, instead of going to the show, they decided to go to Fab Five Freddy and Yo MTV Raps and have their own party because they felt disrespected. That you can't even put our shit on the TV. You can't even air our shit. What is that? You finally inviting us to the room, but we can't even partake in the festivities. And that's before my time. I come from the time where Macklemore's winning Hip Hop Album of the Year over Kendrick, and J. Cole ain't nominated for KOD, or Cardi B beating out Travis Scott for Astroworld. That's where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Not seeing Nas win a Grammy until 2 years ago. Watching Jay-Z get swept. That's the Grammys that I come from, right? So like my whole time, they've been just missing the mark on what hip hop culture is, the best songs that represent it. And, they gave Killer Mike the album last year, which, I thought was an amazing album, a great choice. And, I wasn't mad at it. I thought he deserved it, well deserved. But this year, honestly, the past couple years, I got to be honest. The past couple years, the Grammys have been doing a much better job of we just talking nominees, right? Just nominating albums that represent the entirety of what this shit is really about, of what this rap hip hop shit is really about. It's not just what the radio is playing or what the TikTok is playing. You see what I'm saying? Or what the label is promoting out there. It ain't just that. And everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? And it takes your own digging in your own palate to go find out what you like and what your bag is. You know what I mean? And I feel like the Grammys were never doing that until a couple of years ago, really. And I think this year is a great example of, just hitting the mark and understanding what hip hop was this year. And, you got to give them the credit. And, now I'm having a lot of conversations about who should win this year. And people are getting mad. People are picking sides. And I'm like, this is good. This is good. It's not this is obviously the pick because all this other shit don't even make sense. It's like, everything was fire. Like, everyone got to pick a side. So let's get to it. So first one on here, J. Cole Might Delete Later. Now, that's my favorite album of last year. So, and I don't know if J. Cole has any Grammys. I know he doesn't have the Rap Album of the Year. I know that. So seeing this is so beautiful to me. And he just deserves it, man. He's just such a good guy. Such a relatable guy. He gives so much to the game. He never takes away from the game. He doesn't short any of us on the music. It's all like mad effort. Does the shit himself. Shout out J. Cole and shout out to the Grammy nod. And that was my favorite album of last year. Next, you got the Auditorium Volume 1, Common and P-Rock. Two OGs in the game, two legends of the game. You know what I'm saying? Dropped an amazing album, you know. Maybe not commercially recognized, but, you know, you talk about the poetry and the sound quality and the production and just hip-hop. Like, these two know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And the promo run was amazing. You know, two OGs out there doing what they need to do, representing the game the right way. Amazing. And I love that the Grammys nominated. It wasn't just based on that commercial success. You know what I mean? So great to see them up there. Next we got Alligator Bites Never Healed. Doechii. Underground, but still on a major label. Female, because the females are killing the game right now. Absolutely killing the game. Right? Got her own unique swag to her. Her own sound to her. Got stardom to her. You know what I mean? I was very shocked to see her on here because it's so like boom. It happened so fast. It didn't happen so fast, but like she's been around and she's worked for this moment, right? But I feel like, you know, she was at the door, she was getting all her shit together, and when she got out the door, she was already there ready to go. You know what I'm saying? When it was time to push the button for her, she pushed that button and knew what she had to do. And, you know, I've talked about it already. And, you know, she's amazing. She's amazing, man. It gives me very unique individual vibes. And I love to see it. And I love the recognition she's getting. And she needs to get that Best New Artist of the Year. And, you know, man, the Grammys are known for doing the weird artsy winner shit. If she wins this album, like I will be shocked. I will be shocked. I don't know, like, I don't know if surprised and shocked is the same shit or not, but like, you know, like something's like, I don't know if I'll be surprised, like, damn, like she really won that shit. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Grammys go that route. They've shown to have gone that route before. You know what I mean? I guess that's the best way I can put it. Then you got the death of Slim Shady, Eminem. I mean, what are we talking about, man? One of the greatest to ever pick up the microphone. One of the greatest to ever pick up the microphone. No Eminem slander on this side of the screen. We can't do it. Can't have it. One of the best to ever pick up the microphone. This album was incredible. It was a story. Produced amazing. Lyrics crazy. The best you'll ever hear in your life. Because he's one of the best to ever pick up the microphone. And, you know, he dominates this album of the year category usually. You know, it's not his day anymore. Which, you know, how can you say that when he's up here, right? But, you know, I just love this song because I think he gained his respect back because, you know, there's a lot of talking. Gained his respect back from just rap fans, from real rap fans, number one, because people always love them. People, I guess, even always respect them, but, you know, people just really tapped in and just like, yo, M, that was fire. Gave him that respect in the current day. You know, and then he got off that point where it's like, yo, all that old shit is over with. Stop talking to me about this old Slim Shady shit. It's done. And I loved how he did like a similar vibe to the times back then, some like corny ass, like Without Me beat. And it was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But that was the point. And it was still fire in the story. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, like, this is who you want me to be? Okay, I'll be it. Remember this? This is corny. We're done with this. Remember? I'm not doing this no more. Absolutely love it. I think this album is going to win. Out of everything that I've said, including the next one, it's just Eminem, yo. Like, the power of Eminem is, you know what I mean? It's just different. That's a different level. That is a different level, for real. So, we'll see. And then the last one. We Don't Trust You, Future and Metro Boomin. I love this nomination because it represents the commercial side of hip hop. You know, what most folks was listening to. This is probably the album that was like most played on everyone, you know, on the playlist in the streets for the people. You know what I mean? And it was fire. It was an amazing album, you know, and it started the whole beef of the summer. You know what I mean? That was a whole brouhaha, right? Like it started everything. You know, Future's not really my cup of tea. I'm a little more old school, I'm more old soul, but I definitely tapped in. I played like that every day. So I think just having that in there, and let's be clear, has a chance to win. Like it's still Future, and it was still an amazing album, and it was still one of the bit. Like all of these projects have, I think all of these projects have their argument. They really do. So I love seeing that Future and Metro Boomin up there. They deserve a Grammy album for sure. And like I said, just representing that other side of, not even the other side, like that commercial side that everyone can kind of tap into. You know what I mean? The Travis Scotts, the Futures, the Playboy Cardis. You know what I mean? This modern day new shit. Like Future kind of represents that in every way. So love to hear it, love to see it. I guess we can get into. I guess we have the best rap songs as well. I mean, we already know Not Like Us is probably going to win. Not Like That is also nominated. Carnival. Kanye West, man, he always finds a way, don't he? Lord have mercy. So Kanye West is nominated this year. Asteroids by Rhapsody featuring. That's amazing. That's amazing. Shout out Rhapsody. Shout out Rhapsody. I've actually never heard that song. I don't even know what song that is. I need to tap into that. I love Rhapsody, so I love seeing that for sure. And then yeah, Glorilla. We already know, like that's a banger. Shout out to Glorilla for even being nominated. That's amazing. And I guess we can go through the R&B real quick. The best R&B albums of the year. We got Chris Brown, 1111, Layla Hathaway, Vanta Black, Mooney Long, Money Long, Revenge, and then Algorithm, Lucky Day, and Coming Home, Usher. So I'm not the biggest R&B guy. I do love Lucky Day. I do love Lucky Day. So that Algorithm is probably my pick out of all of those. It was very unique, very soulful, but it was still Lucky Day. Had that, just had that vibe to it. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have to go with the Lucky Day. Layla Hathaway is an OG in the game, something that I was raised to, right? And Dylan talked about this album, on our episodes. He was talking about how it was just very, righteously black and progressive, but still had the love themes to it. And then Coming Home, Usher, that's probably the biggest one. That's Usher was roller skating around everybody and taking everybody's girls all year, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just runs away with that Grammy either, So some performers that are coming up, to be honest, don't care about any of them. I really don't. I guess I should tap into this Chappelle Ronan. I don't know who this is. Doechii is the only one that I'm looking to see, boy. Shout out Doechii, shout out TDE. Like, that's where I am, that's where I stand, and it's gonna be that way for life. You know what I mean? So Doechii is the only person I'm looking forward to perform at the Grammys. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. She's fun to smoke it. Cause she's mad creative, she's mad innovative, she don't care, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna push the limit, and she's gonna just come with that energy. I have full faith she's gonna come with that energy. So, her performing at the Grammy. See, here's where the politics of the stuff come in, though. She's performing at the Grammy. She's gonna be there. That increases your chances of winning the album or winning a Grammy, right? Like that's the whole idea. Because then, so you imagine a situation where you go to the Grammys and you go perform for them, and then they give you nothing. That's what Q-Tip was complaining about when he went up there and performed for him, and then they didn't even get a nomination for their album. Thank You, We'll Take It From Here, their last album. So like that's the political thing about a lot of this shit. And these artists are super sensitive and emotional about their projects. They put so much hard work and love into it. You know what I mean? So it can be tough. It can be tough for situations like that, man. So like, like I said, the politics behind it are very, it can be tough and it can kind of ruin things. But I really just think like this year, like the Grammys did a good job just creating a good representation specifically for like hip hop and the black artists that are in here. So I'm really excited to see what happens. And I guess I'll get back to you after Sunday, and we'll kind of do a review of everybody who won, who lost, and who performed. So yeah, I'll see you then. All right, peace out.